Hey guys, this is Jam of jamonline.ph, and we'll be taking a closer look again on the ASUS Zenfone 3 ZE552KL. So this is the variant with 5.5-inch Full HD Super IPS Plus display. I'm sorry. So we have seen this yesterday, so we're gonna take a closer look again. So the starting price of the ASUS Zenfone 3 is $249, but for the 5.5-inch, we still don't have the price yet. But yeah, we're gonna take a closer look on this one because this one isn't the engineering unit. Alright, so the front we got a 5.5-inch Full HD display. Actually the bezels are quite noticeable in here, but the display is quite good. I mean, it's noticeably better than the ASUS Zenfone 2. Another thing that I really like in here is the 2.5D contoured Corning Gorilla Glass in here. You could see that there's a 2.5D glass in here. It's reflecting. It adds a premium feel on the smartphone, and we also have here the not brush metal, it's a metal sides with chamfered edges that looks really cool. So we also have the 3.5mm audio jack, the volume button here, the power button, and below we got the speaker grill and also the USB Type-C, and on the other side we got the SIM card tray. So just like the ASUS Zenfone 2, this doesn't have a removable battery, but this one doesn't use plastic anymore. It's using a glass at the back. We have the protruding camera in here, just like it's actually similar to the Galaxy S6. We have here the dual LED flash. There's the fingerprint sensor, the laser autofocus, and the glass is also using a 2.5D glass at the back with chamfered edges. That's why the smartphone looks really good. One thing that I've noticed with the ASUS Zenfone 3 is it's very light. Actually, I'm not expecting that the ASUS Zenfone 3 would be that light. But another thing that I didn't like in here is that this doesn't have an LED backlit, just like which is one of the problems of the ASUS Zenfone 2. But the Zenfone 3 Deluxe already had an LED backlit keypads, capacitive buttons in here. Anyway, so this time we're gonna take a closer look on the software. This one is using an Android M, which isn't released yet, but this one is already using Zen UI 3.0, the newest version of Zen UI. So as you could see, we have the square circle icons. We still have some closewares, including the My ASUS Mini Movie Teams, but we have Zen Life. I'm not sure if that one would be coming in the Philippines. Well, actually, not all of these applications would be coming in the Philippines. Actually, you have a shortcut for Zen Life, which is quite annoying. Alright, so the Zen UI is quite familiar. It is still very similar to the previous Zenphones. So as you could see, we could control the grid size. The Zen UI is still customizable, just like the Zen UI 2.0, and actually the colors are even better compared to the others. The icons are attractive. We still have some applications that aren't really useful like this one, but for some you could use this one for blue light filter. When you want to sleep, this blue light filter that acts really good. So we also have themes if you want to change the themes of this one. We also have the Zen Circle social network for Zenfone users, the Zen Talk, which is really popular to Zen phone users, the Royal Zenfone users in the Philippines. And then we got web storage, which is cloud storage of the ASUS. So this one is also powered by a Snapdragon 625 CPU. I haven't tried that yet, but it's actually quite powerful. The 5.5-inch variant is using a 4 gigs of RAM, while the 5.2 version is using a 3 gigs of RAM. Still good. By the way, the Zenfone 3 5.5 inch is also using a 64 gigs of storage, while the smaller version has a 32 gigs of storage. Right, so the camera is different from the ASUS Zenfone Ultra and the ASUS Zenfone 3 Deluxe. This one is using a 16 megapixel camera, but it still packs OIS and EIS. OIS and EIS. So taking videos and taking photos are even better than the ASUS Zenfone 2. Unfortunately, I don't have my Zenfone 2 right now, but I tested it yesterday, and the difference between the quality of the ASUS Zenfone 2 to the ASUS Zenfone 3 is really noticeable. Focusing on an object is really fast, and photos are noticeably better compared to the ASUS Zenfone 2. So as you can see, these are just some of the shots that were took using the ASUS Zenfone 3, and I can already notice that it's a big upgrade from the ASUS Zenfone 2. Gone are the days of the noisy. It's not noisy that much anymore. It's quite sharp, even better than the ASUS Zenfone 2. So yeah, I guess that's it for the camera. We cannot say anything about its battery, but this time it's using a 3000 milliamps of battery on a Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. Remember, the Qualcomm Snapdragon processors are even better when it comes to power consumption than Intel. Intel really heats up and it's really bad when it comes to battery consumption. Hopefully the Zenfone 3 it's really an upgrade when it comes to battery life. So yeah, I guess that's it for our hands-on of the ASUS Zenfone 3. So I hope you enjoyed that, or even a closer look on the Zenfone 3. So if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, well, now's the time to subscribe. So once again, I'm Jam of JamOnline.ph, and thanks for watching our hands-on of the ASUS Zenfone 3 Z552KL.